Hello and welcome to this final episode of ESC TV. Today is a very special episode as we will be inaugurating our new president of ESC, Mr. Cal Galicia.
Thank you so much, Grant. It's amazing that we've been able to come so far given these circumstances, and I'm glad that you were the one to lead us through it. So without further ado, let's get started.
All right, our first interview this week is with Friends of Genesis, who have some pretty cool things coming up next year. Let's get to it. Hi guys, welcome to ESC TV.
Hi.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about what Friends of Genesis has planned for next year?
Yeah, of course. So Friends of Genesis, we're a club that helps special needs children in Singapore, and we partner with the Genesis School for Special Education. So this past year, we were really trying to hold a prom event at SAS. And what basically this would be is the Genesis kids from the school coming to SAS and having buddies and having a night to appreciate them and celebrate them and having a prom experience that we all get to have at SAS. Sadly, we weren't able to do this because of the mass gathering and the COVID situation. So we want to execute this plan next year, and hopefully we can have a night that Genesis students can remember.
We're also planning to have more advocacy events because in the past we've had a lot of bake sales and we've just been selling baked goods to get more funds. But this year we've started to expand that, and instead of doing regular bake sales, we created more fundraisers with a theme. So this year we did the blue bake sale where we sold a lot of baked goods that were blue, such as blue cupcakes and cookies. And this was during Down Syndrome and Autism Awareness Week. And we're hoping that we can continue this next year and correlate our cause more with our fundraising events. So have more awareness weeks and advocacy projects.
All right. And if members of our community want to learn more about your club, where can they go to do that?
We have an Instagram called Friends of Genesis, and we also have a Facebook page, which they can always reach out to one of our officers and be added to the page.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
That's really cool. Thanks, guys. Our next interview is with Metta Home, who have some exciting plans for next year.
Hey everyone, so I'm here with Chris Kai, president of Metta Home. Chris, do you want to just elaborate on what Metta Home has in store for us next year?
Yeah, so for next year, we really want to just get back to the heart of our club's mission, which is just direct service and volunteering. So our main thing is that we volunteer at the Metta Home for the disabled in the Woodlands right outside our school. And next year we want to start developing lasting relationships with people at the Metta Home and just do what we can to help there. And we also have a program going with the Down Syndrome Association where we help with a program for children with Down syndrome, and we have a variety of activities that we do every week to promote literacy among those children. And as much as our topic and issue lends itself to direct community impact and volunteering opportunities in Singapore, it's also a global issue. And in that spirit, we partner with Xenia Youth this year, which is much like Jeane. It's a global network of student-led organizations dealing specifically with this topic. So next year we have a lot of work that we're going to do with advocacy and indirect service as well.
That sounds amazing. Thank you, Chris, for your time.
Thank you.
That sounds awesome. And now we've reached that time again. It is time for the service spotlight. Our first note is to Kieran Shaw McDaniel from the entire Project Dignity Officer team. Hi Kieran, thank you so much for your dedication to Project Dignity this year as an officer. You always make everyone feel included and do an amazing job of interacting with our members and the elderly. We will really miss you and are very grateful to have been able to work with you this year. Best of luck in Canada.
Our next note is to Yohyoh Joe from Regina Bernardo. Yohyoh, the life of every meeting. You bring so much fun to our team, and your TikTok taste is exquisite. In all seriousness, I'm so glad to have been able to work with you so closely with you this year. I love how you both celebrate our achievements and immediately think, how can we do better? Thank you for all the laughs and lessons I'll never forget.
And now a note from Regina Bernardo to Dominique Schleider. Dom, you are without a doubt the sweetest member of our team. Thank you for laughing at my dumb jokes, especially when no one else does. Your willingness to take on any task, leading a strong committee of two, proves your passion for service. And I'm so lucky to have witnessed that this year. I only wish I could watch you continue to thrive.
To Alicia Somerville from Regina Bernardo. Alicia, can you believe you were scared of me less than a year ago? I'm so lucky to have been able to laugh at all of your Calg jokes, and to watch you evolve into a strong leader. I know your love and dedication for service and GK will truly make an impact that nobody else can. I just wish I could stay and watch you do it all. Thank you, Leash Leash.
And now, from Regina Bernardo to Mr. Craig. Mr. Craig, from being in your math class to having you as a sponsor, we have come a long way. Thank you for always having your classroom open, whether it's to film an interview without air conditioning over fall break, or to store all things GK related. GK will forever be indebted to you, as I know I am too. Thank you for everything.
To Mr. Chassain from Save Club. Words cannot describe how grateful we are for your support to Save these past few years. Your never-ending positivity and passion for environmental service has inspired many, and anyone would be lucky to have gotten to know a person like yourself. We love your tension-cutting wisecracks and your knowledgeable advice. Thank you, Mr. C.
And finally, a note from Save Club to Mr. Early. From sponsoring the service community to teaching environmental courses to your work at the Jane Goodall Institute, your passion for the environment and service is undeniable. We love hearing about your rare animal sightings or bird-watching adventures. Your genuine kindness and steadfast demeanor inspires us all. Thank you, Mr. Early. Thank you so much, guys. Those are really touching. I am so glad that our community is so caring and compassionate, and, service leaders, they just warm the heart. Next, we're going to recognize the newly elected officer teams for the 2020 to 2021 school year. Congrats to the new ISRA team, Maria Varbanova and Dhruv Mathur.
Congrats to the newly elected Photo Club team, Hardik Chopra, Izzy Drake, Lane Kingsley, and Yash Mirani.
Congrats to the new officers of Daughters of Tomorrow SAS, Serena Khan, Catherine McGuire, and Tori Ritter. Congratulations, everyone. Now, as per tradition, we're going to hear from the rest of the ESC about how incredible humankind really is.
The African penguins at the Singapore Zoo have started a new routine since the zoo closed on April 7th. A couple weeks ago, the news flooded with the penguins being released to go and explore the zoo playground. But this week, they took a little bit of a trip to go and watch the orangutans and visit the Amen statue. Have a look.
In Russell Springs, Kentucky, the local grocery store Priceless Foods created an amazing opportunity for 6 of their employees, who are members of the graduating class of 2020, to have a graduation ceremony within the grocery store because their traditional graduations were canceled. What the store did was opened up an aisle of the grocery store and allowed the students to walk across it as if they were walking across the graduating stage in their high school. The aisle was complete with decorations, balloons, and complied with social distancing measures. Although the situation for the class of 2020 is quite different this year, it's amazing how many people are going to lengths to make sure that this class is celebrated and knows how special they are.
Congratulations to all our recent SCS graduates. Now, as millions of students are set to graduate all across the world in the next few weeks, some students who have already graduated in the United States have created an organization called Gowns for Good. This organization is dedicated to help donate graduates' gowns to local hospitals in need. This is because these gowns are able to act as personal protection equipment for those serving on the front lines. Now, this is such a great act of service, and once again, congratulations to all our graduating seniors and college students.
School bus drivers in Loveland, Ohio, which I must say is an awesome city name, paid tribute to the class of 2020 when they arranged their buses in the shape of 2020 in honor of all the graduating seniors who are having to graduate from home this year. The response from parents was, quote, over the top enthusiastic, and it's really great to see that these members of our community are so supportive of the seniors.
It's graduation season, and this Texas high school principal did more than just go the extra mile by traveling 1,500 miles over a 10-day period to visit each of his graduating seniors to deliver their diploma. Congratulations, class of 2020.
And today we're going to do something a little special. For this year's last episode of ESC TV, we're going to hear from my ESC team for the 2020 to 2021 school year about what we're excited for next year in regards to service.
Hey everyone, my name is Renee Phan, and I'm so excited to be serving next year as your sophomore representative. Now, in fact, there are so many things that I'm actually looking forward to in this position, but if I had to pick and choose, I would say it would be serving alongside the rest of the ESC, as well as serving you, our service community, and guiding officers, and managing our social media accounts.
I'm more than excited to work with all of you amazing service leaders next year. Even in this time of unprecedented chaos and fear, we as a service community have accomplished so much as in creating new service initiatives and helping the communities we serve pass this time of difficulty. And I just can't help but be optimistic. I mean, if we can accomplish so much in such a difficult time, how much more will we be able to do when everything goes back to normal? The future is very bright.
Hi all, I just want to say how excited I am to work with and alongside each and every one of you next year, whether it be through leading the NSC process or just being there to help guide the larger service community. In these times of uncertainty, I truly believe that there is a strong need for dedicated and hard-working service leaders like all of you, and I cannot wait to see what we can accomplish in the future.
Excited for a couple of things next year. First of all, I'm really happy to get to work with all the clubs and try to create deeper connections within our service community. And I'm really excited and looking forward to trying my level best to extend service even further outside of the regions of Singapore and Southeast Asia, and working with other schools as well. So all of that I'm really looking forward to next year, and I'm excited to get to know every single club in our service community.
Hi, I just want to say that I'm really excited for what I think will be an extremely important year in service. Given the current state of affairs, I think the need for help and support in each area of service is greater than ever across the board. And I can't wait to see all of you wonderful service leaders step up and rise to the occasion and deliver one of the best years in service.
I've been at SAS for 12 years now. It's essentially my entire childhood and teenage years. And I have not been more excited and dreadful for the year that is to come. So much is uncertain, so much is unknown. Who knows what the future has in store? That cliche holds true. Yet, the one thing I do know for certain is that this service council and community is resolute. This semester we were able to weather the storm, and I know we'll be able to weather it for as long as we need to. I read somewhere once, it might have been The Flash, that as long as one good person stays fighting, evil will never win. We have 1,000 good people fighting against the injustices and problems of society. Evil will be lucky if it lasts more than one round in the ring against us. Keep fighting, keep serving, keep being eagles. I'm excited to see all of you thrive.
As we reach the end of our episode today, we're going to run a very special inauguration for your new ESC president, Cal Galicia. Cal, I am so proud of everything you've done up to this point, and there is no doubt in my mind that you will lead service at SAS with all the honor and dignity that it requires. But I'm afraid that alone I really can't give this moment the prestige and honor it deserves, so I've got a little help. Alright, we have now 7 past ESC presidents here on the call with us today, and all of us are holding up a little paper with the name of our presidency on it, representing all of the wisdom and experience of our time as ESC president. So what's going to happen right now is that all of us are going to ball up this little piece of paper, and Cal, we're going to throw this straight at you to knock into you all of the wisdom and expertise from our presidency. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Congratulations, Cal. Congrats to our new Mr. President.
Cal, I am so excited for you. The ESC presidency is one of the most challenging roles that you will encounter in your high school career, but it's also definitely one of the most strengthening. You learn so much from your time just collaborating with all these other people and leading in the service community, and it's just so inspiring to see the incredible capacity of the people you work alongside as you delegate tasks and all that. So I'm so excited for you, and you're going to absolutely kill it. I have absolutely no doubt in that.
Thanks, Bree.
Yeah, Cal, I remember when you were elected as the ESC baby when I was president, and we were so excited to have you. And from the beginning, you were so eager, you were so happy and excited to learn about everything and so ready to challenge yourself. And thankfully through Joy, I've been able to see how that's just grown over the years. I'm so excited for you to be president. I know you're going to do an amazing job and carry on the legacy that, as you can see, continues for very many years to come. You're going to do an amazing job.
Hi Cal, so my name is Justin. I don't think I personally know you, but I know it's been a rough semester for you and all of your classmates, but I know you're gonna do a wonderful job next year as president. And when you become ESC president, it's actually a lot more work than you would expect. But through all the hard work and the responsibility you take on, you really get to not only lead the service community in the school, but also you get to experience and learn from other people that are invested in service. So I know you're going to do a great job. Congrats.
Hi Cal, I'm Jeane. I was president before Justin. We haven't met either, obviously, but I wanted to congratulate you. I think everybody's already covered this, but it's obviously a hard position, but it's a position that, gives you the opportunity to make a really positive impact on the SAS service community. And you're also becoming president at a time when I feel like the world especially needs service leaders. So I think this is a good time for you to be president, and I hope all goes well.
Thank you.
Hi, Cal. I'm Kaelan. I was president 2014 to 2015. And yeah, pretty much like everyone else said, it's a role with a huge amount of responsibility and also a huge amount of potential impact. And I'm just really excited for you to see what you'll do. Don't be afraid to dream big and maybe reevaluate how things are done. And, I'm sure you have the service community's best interest at heart, so I'm excited to see what changes you'll bring about.
Hey Cal, I'm Yohyoh. I was president in 2013, which is a different century. Congratulations. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you feel like you need it. There are a lot of people at SAS who are really interested in furthering the mission of the Service Council, so I hope that you find the supportive people around you and that you feel like this role is going to be good for you moving forward. So congrats again.
Congrats, Cal. How do you feel?
Grant, Bree, Ruth, I've personally worked with all of you. Kaelan, Jeane, Justin, Yohyoh. I hope to continue your legacy to a capacity that you'll be proud of. You guys are SAS service legends, and you paved the way for people like me, right? Because when I was elected freshman year, I didn't really have high expectations for myself. I had high hopes, but not high expectations. So to be here, and Grant surprisingly with all of you, it means a lot, because it shows that it's okay to dream big, because sometimes those dreams will be recognized, and that just means a lot for me. So thank you guys. And so, just to close out, thank you everyone for watching ESC TV today. We look forward to seeing you next year. Yours in service, the Executive Service Council.